I'm doing this live. I'm doing this live. Checking out Streamlabs. Now I know that on wireless, which is a no-no, and I'm as far as I can from my router as possible. Just playing around. I think I'll try it downstairs. I don't know who's watching. Let me see. I still need to learn it. How come I can't see? I don't think it. No, I don't see that. This is really weird. This is really weird. I need to figure this out. How you doing, Jason? I'm just playing. Am I really upside down? No, I saw it. No, I haven't used Streamlabs before. I tried. I had it on the phone once. Tried it on the computer, but I'm on my i5 upstairs, way far away from my router and wireless. That's a no-no. I know. It's a no-no. And I saw the replay with Quentin last night, this morning. That's what you guys do, especially you're like the number one giver, Jason. That's really, really good. I mean, I was fortunate enough I was able to throw a few bucks to him to his um, GoFundMe thing. But I mean, I mean, you're great. I mean, anybody that does stuff like that. You and Dave are. I wanted to give something for that guitar, but you do it. You do it a lot. I mean, you've done it with a ton of people, I believe. I've given stuff away before, but like the stuff I had laying around, I wouldn't use it. Like old hard drive, years ago, hard drives, a webcam. I like to give Gary Thorne. I forgot how to say his last name. He needs a webcam, and he was out of work for a long time. I think he just went back to work. I like to send him like a C920. But anyway, I don't know how I'm looking because I got everything on pause. Like I said, I hadn't tried Streamlabs before, and the thing is, it's I thought I put where I could see the chat. Like when OBS, you can see the whole screen, but well, when you go live, it puts it on the bottom right. And I thought I did that chat thing. I don't see it anywhere where I can see it on the screen, and so I don't know what I did wrong. Yeah, I don't know what I got to figure this out. Sound is low, and I can turn that up. I think I am on my. I could put a filter in there, but I am on my. Let me see. Yeah, that might help some. I don't know if that did a testing. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Yeah, let me see if I can put a filter on while I'm going live. No filters. I can. Yeah, I think I can. But I am on my. Yeah, I can make it. Yeah, lets me do it. That might help a little bit. But I am on the built-in web mic. I don't webcam mic, and I know that's not real good. Yeah, but this chat is showing up, but I would think it would show up on the OBS screen. Let me. It should be showing up on this. Yes, so but it's not showing up for me. Like, so I don't have to click have two tabs open like a web browser. Like, oh yeah, I can see it, but it's so small I couldn't read it anyway. I don't know. Can I make that bigger? No. So that's the whole point of me doing it like that, so I don't have to have a YouTube page open to see the chat. I can just do it while I'm streaming. Now that's one plus. It's in regular OBS, but actually this has a lot more going for it. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I turned it. I just added a little gain there, so it might be a little. I can turn it down a little bit now. But I am far. I have good down speed. I only have 10 megs up, between 10 and 15, and so I got to use the kind of low settings, bit rate settings like 2500. I did one. Yeah, I recorded that. I don't know if you saw it. I did a 9/11 tribute. And I did I recorded these flags. These flags around here that they every year this elementary school they put out 3,000 flags to represent the 3,000 people that perished during 9/11. It's not quite 3,000, but they have a lot. So I filmed some, and then they have this camping world. They have a big flag, so I put all this video together, and I'm playing the Star Spangled Banner. I had a transparency going. When I recorded it first, I did it with a high bit rate. It came out real good. Then I had it on those settings. I couldn't stream. It was too high. I had it on like 3,500. I had to put everything down. So you have just the ops 400 down and 20 up. I have 10 up and 300 down. I had to tell you on my when I'm hardwired. Hey Joe, how you doing, Joe Irby? I just checking out Streamlabs here. I'll see how that works downstairs. Yeah, but it still has some of the same glitches as the regular OBS does. Like when you're trying to resize a theme, you click on it, and then you try to resize it, then it goes to another object you have going. I gotta, hey Dan, I'm just checking out Streamlabs. Now, what I like, it gave you when you're going live, it gives you the name whatever the event's going to call. When I set up an event on YouTube ahead of time and give it a name and go live, it goes to my previous whatever I had named. It never picks up the name that I named. It always goes to my last streams. I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. So I have to go back there and edit and change the name. Yeah, we got to get ready to split. We haven't had any showing. I'm selling the house. Some of you guys do. I know you know, Dale. So we haven't had a showing. I got a terrible cold. Excuse me. So I sound funny. We haven't had a showing since last Friday, not yesterday. Last Friday, we got one this afternoon. So when they have a show, we got to split. I got to take the dog. Me and my wife, we got to hire for an hour. You can't be here. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Let me see what my CPU is. I'm upstairs on this i5, and it's only using 21%. That's pretty low. See, somebody said that it uses less than regular OBS. Then somebody in these tutorials I was following, then one person said it uses more. I think that's pretty low. 21, 22, that's really low. And I'm on an i5. This thing's a dog. I mean, I got an SSD in there, but I only have 8 gigs of RAM. It's kind of slow. I try to use that DaVinci Resolve, and I have a dedicated video card here. This is an old Dell, but it's only a 2 meg NVIDIA card. It's not. Now I went from DaVinci Resolve 15 to 14. That doesn't have Fusion. That does work a little bit better. Oh, thanks, Joe. I went out. My wife ordered a St. Joseph statue. I don't know if some of you guys know. If you bury it in your front yard by the for sale sign and do a prayer, it gives you luck. And anyway, and if you Google it and people buy this statue to sell house, you bury it upside down in front of your house, in front of this for sale sign. So my wife ordered one, but I'm not in a hurry to. I got it. I don't want to. I don't want to move until my company gives me my severance package, and that won't be until like like 10 months from now at least. I have two. I got like 4 or 5 PCs, but 2 of them are i7s. The most recent one is 4 years old, Joe. But it was a gaming computer. I don't game, but it's still not even fast enough to do video editing. I mean, not real complex video editing. Um, so I have an older i7 that I put together like 7 years ago. I bought a nice cheaper like 8 meg video card, and it does work better. I upgraded the RAM, but it's old. I mean, it's like a 7-year-old processor, and when I when I render, it renders at 100%. I mean, I would like to get one. Oh, the notebook. Oh, the notebook you're on. Yeah, but you're not right now. You're not doing anything intensive. Like this has 8 gigabytes of RAM, and it's I could put up to 16, I think. But I put 24 in downstairs in my old i7, and better, and it does work a lot better. But it's so complex to learn DaVinci Resolve. I mean, so many things you can do in it, and I don't know. I know what EJ uses. He just said he does 90% of the stuff he does with an Apple app. I don't have, it goes on his tablet, but I don't have an Apple product, and he has some amazing results. And he has Final Cut Pro, I think he has, but he uses this Apple app product that he got for his tablet, and which they don't make it for. I forgot the name, but they don't make it. It's Fusion something too, I think, but they don't make it for Android. Yeah, they kind of Joe. They like when you DaVinci Resolve, the best video core you can get it in for to use for DaVinci Resolve is the same thing for a gaming card. It's like a $1,200 video card or something like that. A 2080 Ti, not get a 1080, but the 2080 Ti, it's got like 11 gigabytes of RAM, and a 1080. That might, I don't know if it has 11 too, but it's an older one. You can get that cheaper. Audio recording might, but I mean, I like using. I don't do anything music wise. I mean, I have, I forgot what I had. I had like some of the audio recording stuff came with my editing stuff came with my audio interfaces, and I just never really learned how to use it properly. And then I downloaded I forgot what I downloaded. It used to be like Banshee. It used to be a pay version, and then it went free. It was taken over. So I got some success out of there. But I like Audacity, although Audacity is not really meant for music. It's meant for sound. But it still works fine. I mean, a lot of people use Audacity just to get some basic editing, and that's really easy to use Audacity. I mean, if you're doing that, you should be able to do that on your notebook. Yeah, but like I switched last night when I was recording live. I had switched my like for the last month and a half, 2 months. My Helix I was using that as the audio interface. Originally, when I bought it, I had it going from the Helix to my mixer. The mixer is the audio interface, so I went back to the mixer. It sounds good either way, but I do hear a difference for some reason going through the mixer. And I'm not saying which way is better, using the Helix as the audio interface or using the mixer, to get my guitar sound. It's all coming from the either way. It's coming from the Helix, but the Helix, when I'm using that as audio interface, is coming straight to through that, as opposed to going through my Mackie Pro FX8 mixer. Sounds good either way. Yeah, I like it, Daz. He's very easy to use. Hey, Bam, how you doing? I'm just testing out Streamlabs, OBS Streamlabs, and I'm not doing it. And what I mean by testing, I would never do a regular stream up here. I'm just because I'm about as far as away from my router as you can be, and I'm on wireless, which is no when you're doing streaming. You should never be on a wireless. I mean, if you have a choice to do a stream. So what I do is stuff downstairs. I'm hardwired to Ethernet on my to the router. But I don't know, how does the video come? Am I smooth? I'm not on a C920. I'm on a C510. This is one of the lower end ones, but not the lowest end one Logitech cameras. I had a C615, which was better than this camera, but it was blurry. I think it was alright when I first got it, and just got really bad. I threw it away. A little dark. I don't think I can change it when I could do this. Let there be light. I opened up the window. But let's see if you can see. Let's see if you can see some of mine. This is a little like a spare room we have upstairs. This is like a bedroom, but I all right. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong thing. I don't want that. I don't want that. All right. Let's see. All right. See if you can do a little tour of this little teeny room. All right. There's. I got 3 guitars. The rest of my guitars are downstairs. And little love seat here. Little lazy boy love seat with the electric recliners on the end, which is whenever we leave, it's not going to my wife once you get rid of it. And then there's, I mean, I don't know if you can see outside there. It's not going to, it's going to be too bright for outside. I have to let, you can't see it. Yeah, it's too, yeah. But, it's not going to, you can't make out what kind of guitars they are right there. So the one on the left is the EVH, the far left. The one on the middle is a cheap Ibanez, and the one on the right is a cheap Affinity Telecaster, which plays pretty good, actually. Yeah, if I click on, see, what's, see, this gives you the option. I don't have to put the code in where you guys can see the text on the screen. My whole point of doing it in regular OBS, because I can see when I have OBS up, I can see that. I don't have to open up another window and keep to. But in OBS, yeah, it's built in. You choose it as a source. OBS Streamlabs, that is. But when I go live, it puts the live video on the bottom right. I don't think there's any options to see. I don't think. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. No, no. So that's kind of weird. Um, but I like where it gave you a choice, like when you're going live, that where regular OBS doesn't give you a choice to set up the name of your event. It doesn't do that in the regular OBS. So I go in, like I was saying earlier, I go in and set it up ahead of time in YouTube, and when I go live, whatever I title the event, it reverts back to the previous one. It starts recording off of that name. I don't know why it does that. Oh, bam! I think were you asking some questions yesterday about the? I think you were asking some questions on Dave R's about the Helix. Now, if you go in for the last month or two, I was using the Helix straight as audio interface, and the recordings I was doing was going through the Helix and OBS to YouTube. Last night, I switched it back from OBS to my Mackie Pro FX8. So if you look at my last 2 videos, which is what I did last night, I'm playing a little bit, but of course it was a live stream. Then I put that tribute to 9/11, and that was done as with the Helix as the audio interface. So last night it was, if you want to see, you'll see if you can see any difference. Um, Yeah, I'm just a veteran player now, so don't I'm not no Quentin James or R2 R3. Quentin, I mean, I love the way Quentin James plays, man. Oh man. Oh, you did see. I couldn't remember if you saw it. Yeah, yeah. So that one was done. If you wanted, you because I think did you say you have the do you have the Helix, Gussie? Um, yeah, the 9/11 tribute was with the Helix as the audio interface. Last night, what I was doing, I went back. It's going through from the Helix to the mixer. I have a USB Mackie Pro FX8 mixer. Okay. Well, I know the doll Paul was asking about it. I thought you had said some stuff about it. I can't. I mean, you I got a couple amps here, Gussie, but I always have to use headsets with it because my wife, she don't want to hear that noise. I got the Boss Katana 100, even on a little half the 5 watt or 0.5 watt setting, and if I use the speakers, it's too loud for her. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I see. Well, it's nothing wrong with that if you can. I wouldn't mind having some kind of. I can't do, especially if we move in a. If we sell the house fast, we might have to move in an apartment for a while. So there's no way I could use an amp until we find our forever trailer. We're going to be trailer trash. We're going to move in a trailer, no trailer park. Then they got some nice trailers, uh, really nice trailer parks right here, really strict. And some of these mobile homes, I mean, they got more square foot than my house. Yeah, yeah, Mike. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, some of the best recordings on YouTube's are done like that, Mike. Yeah, yeah. I got it. My goal weight, I got to 200 pounds. Actually, one day, the other day, like Wednesday or Thursday night, I think I was like 199. Um, so March 29, this past March 29th, I was 273, and I'm 200 right now. Yeah, I mean, Gussie, no, you're right. I think I need in my head examined spending $1,600 on a effects pedal, so to speak. Well, I spent 14 something. I got like 15% off. Just a bucket list at my age, and the $2,500 Les Paul. I mean, if I was like an established player and knew what I was doing, I'd probably be playing it. I wouldn't even want to play in a band, even if I could play. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of people are into pedals. I mean, Ben Coombs, and he's got a ton of pedals, and maybe you're maybe okay. Maybe you were you in there last night asking about the Helix too on Dave's. I'm getting mixed up in all. I can't remember, but I know the Doll Pop was said something about it too. The Helix. So you must play out live. Do you play out live, Gussie? You're in a band and all. I'm just a doodler. I'm really satisfied with the sounds I'm getting out of the Helix. Really satisfied. Um, and the TX3, I mean, the TH here, mine, I didn't give it. Mine's right here. I don't know if you, it might be dark. I don't know if you can see it. There, let me see if you can see it if it's light up, because I have it. I have everything behind the TV. I got my computer behind there. I think you can see that because I got this room nice and neat for whoever comes and sees it. It's hooked up and everything. But all I got to do is just, you know, bring the cable out and the headphones out to it. Oop. I'm surprised it's. Oh, I'm surprised that it's. I'm not. It's my streaming is still. Um, I don't think. I don't see any now on rec. Oh, here it is. Here's the thing. It's telling me what I'm streaming at. CPU. Okay, the program itself is using 58% CPU, 30 frames per, and nothing's dropped, and it's doing a little bit up. I used the default settings, which is 2500 KBs. So the program itself is using, but when I go into Task Manager, it's saying it's only um, CPU use it. It's I don't know what, so something's not right. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's like double than what actually Task Manager is saying. Hmm. Which is more accurate? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Seems like it's working. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing too many streams up here. I don't even play. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I have that too. I have that. Well, now they went to. It's called something else now. They changed it because I have TH3 that, and I had it. It would work for 14 days. But you know what, Dale? Then if I wait a month and use it again, it would give me another 14 days or something like that. THU, that's what it's called now. Yeah, I almost bought it because they have it when it was TH3. They have it really cheap sometimes for like 139. I almost bought it, but I didn't. I mean, I have. Oh, what's that one called? What's that one called? I have. Oh, I'm getting old. I can't remember. Guitar Rig 5. I have that. That's old, but it works. Yeah, I bet. Well, I don't. Everything I got, it's going through headphones. Even when I play through my little 10-watt amps. Did you get it when it was on sale, Dale? I forgot what the regular price is, like 280 or something. Yeah, I got some good sounds out of that. Actually, I did. I did put some videos up using it, and I forgot what I was playing about. It's got. I mean, I like using that core, especially in the Yamaha THR10X. I think, I think you have one, Jason. Everything I have to have that chorus thing on it, and anything every patch I play on it. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna spot it. Yep. I thought I saw he was supposed to go live yesterday. He didn't, as far as I know. I saw he put a video out recently saying that he was had some kind of problems or something. I don't know if computer problems or I forgot what he said. But unless it was something old I caught, I didn't realize it was older. But so I don't know what kind of computer problem. And he's an IT guy. I mean, I think he's an IT guy. At least he does it on his side. Yeah, he's got some good sound. Yeah, it has been a while. I mean, he's been busy. He was in Germany. Side action. Yeah, I did too. I have, but there's so many. There's so many I want to watch. I can't. Some of them I can't watch because talk about Quentin. He's been putting out a lot of stuff lately, and so I try to watch it. It seems like I can never catch it live, and he's putting these fantastic instructional. And I'm trying to. I actually on my Star Spangled Banner, my 9/11 tribute. I'm doing the artificial harmonics. Got that from him. I never knew. It was pretty easy actually. Um, and trying to work on the one he's doing, that 2-string hammer one thing on the B and E strings. I'm working on it. I can't quite get it to sound like him, but it sounds like something, but it's getting better. And I have terrible arthritis. I'm older. I got in my this finger right here, had in a knuckle, terrible arthritis. I had it for like 4 or 5 years, and it's like getting normally would bother me more actually laying down, but lately it's been bothering me all the time. So I've been thinking about. Yeah, I saw it when it was on. I almost got it. I saw it at 139 day. I almost got it, but I didn't. I think if there was one thing I forgot why. Uh, yeah, well, I wasn't playing it quite right. I mean, I just learned how to play it last night. I didn't get it all, but it sounded pretty good though. I like that. I always want to learn to play it. Of course, you got what you got to do. You go on YouTube. Somebody should show you how to play it, and so I started getting. No, Q is really good. I mean, I love him. I mean, he's really. I mean, he can hammer on really good. That's where I'm probably better at flat picking or alternate picking than hammering on. Gussie, are you I forget. Are you in Canada, or I forget where you're from, or over the pond? I get mixed up. Yeah, I love Mississippi Queen. I mean, I'm familiar with Mountain, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with all their song. I mean, I knew that song from many, many years ago and never played it right. Linda, she's Jason. She's dead. She died. You know that, don't you? She died. I think she died from. I forget what she. But I think she had like a some kind of transplant, a liver. I don't know if it was a liver transplant, but I don't know if she died from that just from years later. Yeah, you're from Canada. Okay. Um, I think Leslie West. I don't know. I might be wrong. I haven't looked it up lately. I think he's from New York. New York. He used to be on Howard Stern sometimes, and I don't listen to him. It's been years since I listened to him. Yeah, she was a porn star. She was John Holmes. John Holmes, who died of AIDS. I think. I think he did. Yeah, she was a porn. She wasn't particularly attractive either, really. Not that I ever saw any of these films. I never saw any of those. I mean, it's been so. I never watched any porn films in my life except for the ones when they didn't have sound. No, I'm only kidding. Was that his really name? Huh? No, he came from my tribe. Yeah, you're right. She's right in the other room, Jason. She's very close. Let's see. Hey, you guys ever see my dog? No, I have one dog there. Skylar, Skylar, come here. Here, let me get my dog. Kai Kai, come here, girl. Oop, how you doing, girl? I think this is my this is Skylar. She's how old are you? 5 or 6? And her brother, well, not really her brother. We had another dog. He was 4 years old, but he was 50 pounds and too big to go in an apartment. I mean, well, my wife can't. She couldn't handle him. So before he got older, we had to put him in a. He's up for adoption at a foster place. He's only going to go to a good home. He's doing really good right now. He's with like 3 other dogs and 2 cats. He's getting along. But like I cried for a week after we got rid of him. But my wife, she can't. Like if we go to an apartment for a while, she can't. My wife has bad. She has trouble walking. She has bad knees, and there's no way she could handle the Dexter, my other dog. So yeah, she's a cutie. She's not. I don't. Let me cover her. She's not as smart as my other. I had a schnoodle years ago. She's not as smart as him, but she's all right. I didn't want you to hear what I said. Not that she could hear it, right? Yeah. I can't. She barks when people comes over. Then she'll be your best friend, and if you leave, she'll start biting on you not to leave, or biting on your clothes so you won't leave. And yeah, she's 5 or 6. I think she's 6 maybe. Oh, that's right, Deep Throat. Yeah, that's right. She was in Deep Throat. Hey, Sean Zimmerman, how you doing? Well, I got 5 people watching. I just hope no one else is live that are because when I was live, I didn't know Quentin was live last night. Yeah, I don't remember the Watergate one. I remember there was one porn thing called Shy. I'm getting it Heimfeld or something. I don't know. Yeah, thank God, Jason. We're all alive. We had where I worked. They had this community cleanup. Um, so they had it today. So I was up all. I couldn't sleep last night. I just for the past month or a month and a half, I'm having a difficult time sleeping. So I'll take Benadryl. It helps. I don't like taking regular, prescribed medicine. But so I didn't sleep last night. And I'm on CPAP, so I use the face mask and everything. Plus, I got this cold. I can't breathe, so I couldn't sleep. And I did sleep like 15 minutes before alarm clock went off. So I had to go down, work. We clean up these streets by work, pick up trash for like an hour and a half. So I did that. Came back home thinking I would get a little nap, but I tried to. I couldn't sleep. But I'll take some Benadryl tonight. But when I had 3 doctor visits last week, and I was at my regular doctor for a physical, and so he was going to give me something to help me sleep. It's not a habit for me. Well, I forgot what it was, but my heart rate was low. He was real concerned about having a low heart rate, but then he looked at my previous ones, and it was kind of low. But he didn't want to give me the sleeping medicine because of my heart rate was too low. So I'll stick with Benadryl for now. Yeah, there's so many out there. I can't watch everything live, but I like to number one and number two is for sure that I watch all the time is Guitar Hack and then uh, the new Live Wires. So and then Johnny Bean, but I don't always watch him all the way through. And then, because those are the, and then, but there's so many other ones. I like Dave, what's his name? Fun with Dave's guitar. What's his name? The guy that fixes guitars in Canada all the time. I like watching his stuff. Of course, he don't do it live. But, and there's some other live ones I can't think of right now. Guns and Guitars, I like that guy. Um, I don't get to watch his live. Um, the Tone King, I don't get to watch a lot of his live because he comes on late a lot of times, 11 o'clock. Dave's World Fun Stuff. Yeah, I like him. Um, and who's the other guy that fixes guitars? Not the Tone King. I can't think of their names. There's so many out there. And then I like watching videos too, just learn how to play stuff. That takes time. I mean, when I did that, when I did that Star Spangled Banner, like I said, had to learn how to use the software to do what I wanted to do. And I'm working on that thing. It's like a minute and a half, and it took like 12 hours. But most of it was trying to play the Star Spangled. Well, I still didn't play it right. I cut some stuff out, but trying to play it without making any mistakes. Well, I went on right after Johnny Bean last night. When he stopped, I went live. But then Quentin went live, and I didn't realize he went live. But I was only on for an hour. And no, I didn't mention him, but I do like watching him live. I almost never catch him live, but I do like watching him. But I haven't watched anything of his lately, but I do like him. Do like him a lot. And I like Tone King a lot. Uh, now, Tone King, you heard me mention it maybe before. I sent him those cups. We have these cups that we made. Actually, we made it for Toby Keith. There's the Red Solo Cup songs. I don't know if you're familiar with the Red Solo Cup song, but anyway, we had so we get these giveaways at work because we make those cups, solo cups, and so we had TK because Toby Toby Keith had these restaurants out in Oklahoma. I don't know if he still has them or not, but we got them as giveaways. I said, I'm thinking to myself, hey, these would look good on if Lewis had them or the Tone King had them. So I sent it to him, and then he sent. I didn't want anything in return, but he sent me some Tone King pics. That was nice. But he never showed it on the show. I was hoping he would bring it up on his show, but he never did. But he got it now. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to watch all the way through. Yeah, I mean but it's cool. He has some good people. Oh, and you know what? I like to watch EVH live. I'll catch some of it live, some of it I don't. I mean, he has some good guests on there. Some really influential people like that Alex Skolnick and who do you have after that? The guy that played in Kiss. Yeah, actually, I just watched him recently, and I haven't been watching him, but I just watched him recently. But he's one of those fantastic guitar players too. Yeah, Music Gear Network. Yep, yep. But I wish EJ would go. He gets his internet over. I think metered internet over the internet. I mean over cell, and I like it when he did his. Speaking of Guitar Hack, there he is. Hey, Guitar Hack. Got a cold. Got it. Hey, I'm just trying out Streamlabs, seeing how different this is. Guitar Hack, and they tell you don't use Streamlabs or OBS for that fact. Don't use it on a wireless connection. I'm on a wireless connection right now, about as far as I can be from my router. On an i5, one of my lower end machines with only 8 gigabytes of RAM. But I guess it's keeping up. I'm just testing out because it has some more built-in features than regular OBS does, and I'll check it out later. Like if I wanted to catch a screen, do a screen capture, where it's regular OBS can be buggy sometimes, and it won't capture the window capture. Sometimes has trouble, and then you got to do the Of course you have some other. Ben, yeah, I like watching him. I'll try to catch him, and I don't always. Brian, I've missed. I haven't caught him in a long while, but I don't think he. Yeah, I like Brian, man. I like the way he plays it, and he's really good at video editing too, and as EJ is too. I get a kick out of that. Yep, Dave R. And I called him last night. Actually, when I went to bed, I called him on a phone. On my. See, I go to bed. I can't sleep. I got one of my old phones that I don't use as a phone anymore. I just use it as a tablet. So I was able to watch some of that. What time do you want to leave, hon? I guess about 2. 2 o'clock? Okay. Um, let me see. Oh, no, you don't want to. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to. I mean, everybody in here is way more. Everybody in this chat room is way more popular than me, and I don't want to. Who does live streams? I'm not going to walk on anybody's. Not intentionally, anyway. I mean, I'm appreciative when I get one person watching me or any of my videos, and sometimes I really get a really good response on a lot of my videos, and that's overwhelming. Because I guess I'm I guess everybody else is the same. I'm my worst critique on guitar playing. I get so ticked at myself, and I figure at my age, with I'm losing. I mean, I don't have dementia or anything like that, or do I? Do I? I mean, I'm losing some of my dexterity. I'm 64 years old, or starting to. I don't feel like I am, but I could be, but I still try to improve on guitar. I try, like I say, I'm like watching those Quentin James things, and I'm getting some of it. Definitely getting some of it. But the arthritis in that one knuckle, man, just really bothered me. I'm 64, Joe. You're 84? Joe Irvy, you're 84? Oh, no, you were born in 84. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, since I lost this weight, I got some sagging skin a little bit. I lost it too fast. Uh, no, not 84. My father was 94 when he passed away, but he was in a nursing home, so so the last 14 years of his life was not good. And he started getting dementia when he hit like 79, 80. He started getting dementia. Then he had some strokes that put him in a nursing home the last 5 years of his life. Proud of who? Me? Yeah, I had to lose the weight. It was so hard. I got a half acre here, and and doing the weed, and I'm on on an upgrade, not a real big hill, but and just walking in the back and just weed whacking, and I wore me out, but not bother me at all now, not at all. Yep, I don't get out of breath. Like today, we walked up. I walked up and down the street. Like I was saying, we cleaned up for work, and I was tired because I didn't sleep last night. Um, I got you, Jason. Yeah, I hear you. Very well said. Yeah, I don't think Quentin has any scheduled shows. I don't mind our schedule either, really. But I'll try to put it ahead of time. I'll try to do the event, and it just doesn't work out right on YouTube. It'll show it, but then it starts playing it on one of my previous ones. Now, like I said, with this option in OBS Streamlabs, it gave me an option in there, so I'll have to go see if it worded everything right and didn't attach it to one of my previous ones. Well, I got 7 watching. Unbelievable. Well, I'm going to stop this because I have to get going. Because, like I said, we have a showing at 2:30. We got to split for an hour, hour and a half. We got to take the dog. So I'm going to cut the stream. And I really appreciate it. You guys are great. Every single one of you. I appreciate it. I mean, good people. Good people. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to cut it. And everybody have a good rest of this weekend. Um, Yeah, we're going to go eat too. We're going to get something eat in the car because we have the dog with us. Um, I'm going to eat my favorite pastime, salad, salad and chicken. Okay, guys, see you later. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm curious to see how this looks when I play it back. Of course, I don't have my good mic. I'm using the webcam mic. So, all right, guys, see you later. Be safe. Have a good weekend.